Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can install and set up PostgreSQL on your Ubuntu operating system. So let's get started and let's see how we can do it. So first of all, we are going to go to our favorite browser and search for PostgreSQL, and the first link which will appear here will be from postgresql.org. So we are going to click on this link here. And once we are on this postgresql.org website, straight away you will see the download button here. So I'm going to click on this download button, and then we are going to select the Linux option, and then we are going to select the Ubuntu option here. Once you see this Linux download Ubuntu web page, you can see few methods to install PostgreSQL on your Ubuntu operating system. The easiest way is to run this command on your Ubuntu operating system to install PostgreSQL. But if you want to install the latest version of Postgre, then I will recommend you to just scroll down a little and use this method, which is under to manually configure the apt repository. Follow these steps. So we are going to install PostgreSQL following these steps here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy this script and execute all the commands on my terminal. What this command essentially does is, you can see the first step here is to import the repository signing key. Then we are going to create the repository configuration file, and then we are going to update the package list, and then at last we are going to install the PostgreSQL using this command. So just copy this script and then open your terminal, click on this show apps icon, and then click on the terminal option to open the terminal. Then go to any location of your choice. I generally go to the downloads directory. So I'm going to just write cd downloads here. And here I'm going to create a bash script. To create a bash script, you can use the touch command. So just write touch and the name of your script. I'm going to name my script as install hyphen postgresql.sh here, and then I'm going to just press enter, which is going to create my script. You can see this script is created using this touch command. Now I'm going to open this script using any editor of my choice. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code, but you can open this script using any editor of your choice. You can also go to your folder explorer. So for example, here I can navigate to the downloads file. You can just right click on this file and then click on open with text editor, and it's going to open your file in the text editor. The other way is to use an editor like Visual Studio Code or any editor of your choice, and then use it to open your .sh file. So I'm going to just write code space install postgresql.sh, which is going to open my file into the Visual Studio Code. But this step is not necessary. You can open your file in any editor of your choice, as I mentioned. So once this file is open in Visual Studio Code, once again, as I mentioned, you need to copy these commands. So just click on this copy script and then paste it into your shell script file, and then just press Ctrl S to save your file. Once the file is saved, you can go to the terminal once again, and then once your shell script file is created, we need to execute it. For executing your shell script, you need to make it executable, and for that you need to just write this command, which is chmod here, and then space plus x, and the name of your file, which is install postgresql.sh in my case. So this command is basically make your shell script executable. So just press enter, and once this command is successful, we can just write dot forward slash and the name of your file, which is install postgresql. Just write in and then press tab key on your keyboard, and it's going to auto complete the name of the file on your terminal, and then press enter here and give your Ubuntu's password, which you use to log into your Ubuntu operating system, and then press enter. And I will try again because I gave the wrong password. Let me try it again and then press enter once again, and now it's going to start executing all those commands. At this point, you can see it's asking me to continue by pressing the Y key on my keyboard. So I'm going to press Y key and then press enter once again, which is going to continue the installation. So at this point, you just need to wait for this execution to complete. And once the execution of our script is finished, you can see this kind of output at the end, which is like setting up PostgreSQL. So now once PostgreSQL is installed, let's see how we can use the client, which is called PSQL, to create a database and connect to our database. So let me clear the terminal for this, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the PostgreSQL user first in order to use the PSQL command, right? So for switching to the PostgreSQL user, you can give this command, which is sudo -i space -u postgres, right? So just write this command here and then press enter. And once this command is executed, you can see now we are using the PostgreSQL user here. You will see this Postgre at the rate your username here. Once you see this kind of user, then we can use the PSQL command. So just write PSQL, which is the client for connecting to your PostgreSQL server, and then press enter. And now you can see we now have connected to our PostgreSQL server using the PSQL client command. That means you are now accessing the PostgreSQL prompt. So here you can create your databases or you can run many other commands. So let's create a database. So for creating a database, the command is create database space your database name. In my case, I'm just naming my database as my database. You can name it anything you want and then press enter. And then you can see the database is created, right? So once the database is created, you can give this \L command to verify if the database is created or not. So just give this command and then press enter, and you will see the name of your database also along with all the default databases. So you can see this database is created, which is my -database here, and this database is created by me. So once you verified this, you can press Q command to exit out of this list. So once the database is created, to connect to your database, you can give this command, which is \C and the name of your database, which is MySQL-database in my case, and then press enter. And then you can see this kind of output which says you are now connected to your database using this user, right? So once we are connected to our database, we can create the table inside our database using the create table command. You can find this documentation on the PostgreSQL website, how to create tables and how to insert data into them. So I'm just going to paste the command, which is to create a table which is called employees, and it contains few columns like ID, first name, last name, email, phone number, and hire date, salary, and department here. Okay, and then I'm going to press enter here, and you can see this output, which is create table. That means our table is created. Now to verify if the table is created or not, we can give \DT command and then press enter, and you can see the name of the table, which is employees, and the type is the table here, right? In order to insert the values, you can use the insert command. So I'm going to just give this insert command, which is something like this. So insert into employees, which is the name of our table, and then you write the name of all your columns into brackets here. You can see these parentheses, and then write values and then all the values corresponding to your columns. So first column name was first name, and the first name value is John, right? Last name value is Doe, then the email is this one, then the phone number is this one, and so on. And once you have written your command, press enter, and you can see the data is inserted. And then the last command is to query your data, which you can do by using the select query. So just write select asterisk from your table name, which is employee in my case, and you will see this output. And in this table we have one row here, which is this one, which we have inserted. To come out of this view, just press Q key on your keyboard, and you are once again in your PSQL prompt. To quit from this prompt, you can write \Q and then press enter, and you will come out of this PSQL prompt. So now we have seen how we can use PSQL command to connect to our database, and then create a database, and then create a table into our database, and then insert data and query that data using the PSQL command. Now, some people like to use some kind of a graphical user interface to do all these things which we have done using those commands. And the official tool for doing this for the PostgreSQL database server is called the pgAdmin tool, which is the graphical user interface tool, right? So let's see how we can install pgAdmin. So for that, just go to your favorite browser and search for pgAdmin download, and the first link which will appear here will be this one, which is called pgadmin.org. So we're going to click on this link here, which is going to redirect us to the download page for the pgadmin tool. Here I'm going to click on agree. If you land to the home page here, then you just need to click on the download tab on the top, and you will be redirected to the downloads page here. So just scroll down a little here, and you can see at the time of making this video, pgAdmin 4 is the latest version. And then here you just need to press on this apt option here, which is for our Ubuntu operating system. So I'm going to click on the apt option, and you can see when you scroll down, you will see all the versions of Ubuntu which is supported by this pgAdmin 4. So I'm using the Ubuntu 24.04, and it's also listed here. And you can see the first support release for this version is 8.7. So we are going to install that, right? Now, when you scroll down a little more, you can see to use this repository, run the following commands. So we are going to copy all these commands once again, and then we are going to create the script using all these commands and then execute that script. So just copy all these commands here from top to bottom here, and then we are going to open our terminal. To open the terminal, you can also press Ctrl Alt T on your keyboard, which is going to open a new terminal. And then here I'm going to navigate to my downloads folder, and then here once again I'm going to create a bash script which will be called install pgadmin.sh file. So pgadmin.sh, and then press enter. And then you can verify it by using ls command, and you can see this install pgadmin.sh file is created. Code space install pgadmin.sh. If you want to open this file using your text editor, you can go to the downloads folder and then right click on this file and then click on open with text editor, and it's going to open your file in the text editor. You can use any method to open your file in any text editor of your choice. Once this script is open into the editor of your choice, just paste the script which you have copied. So this is the one which we have copied for our pgadmin tool, right? So from top to bottom here, just copy and paste. And here what this script is doing is first of all, it's going to set up the repository using this curl command. Then it's going to create the repository configuration file using this echo command. So you can see there are three commands here to install pgAdmin tool, right? First one is this one, which is sudo apt install pgAdmin 4, which is going to install both the desktop version and the web version. If you only want the desktop version, you can give this command. And if you only want the web version, you can give this command. I'm going to install both the versions, which is desktop and web version. So I'm going to leave this as uncommented, but I'm going to comment those other options which are for installing the desktop only version or the web only version, because we want to install both the versions here, right? And at last we are going to configure our server if we have installed the web version, and we are doing that right in our case. Once you are done, just press Ctrl S to save the file, and then go to your terminal once again, and then we are going to make our file executable using the chmod command. So just write chmod here space plus x and the name of your file, which is install pgadmin.sh, and then press enter. And this command is going to make your script executable. Once you have done that, we are going to execute our script, and then you just need to write dot forward slash the name of your script, which is install pgadmin.sh, and then press enter here and give your Ubuntu's password, which you use to log into your Ubuntu operating system, and then press enter, which is going to start the installation of this pgAdmin 4 tool. So at this point, just wait for a few seconds. You can also see this kind of message which says, do you want to continue? I'm going to press Y and then press enter here, which is going to continue the installation. And at the end of the execution of this script, it's going to ask you to provide your email account. I'm going to just provide a sample email account, which is xyz@gmail.com, for example, and then press enter here. So here I'm going to give the very simple password which I can remember. So give the password which you can remember here, right? So remember the password you have given. For example, I'm going to just write root here as the password and then press enter. And then I'm going to retype the password, which is root once again, and then press enter. And then it says password must contain 6 characters. So let me just write root 123, and then once again root 123, and then press enter, and it's going to accept that password. And then it says creating storage and log directories. I'm going to press Y here and then press enter, and once again I'm going to press Y and then press enter once again, and then pgAdmin tool is now successfully installed. Now to verify the pgAdmin tool installation, you can go to this show apps section, and then you can see this icon which is for pgAdmin 4. You can also search for this pgAdmin 4 icon and then click on this pgAdmin 4 icon, which is going to launch pgAdmin on our Ubuntu operating system. And once pgAdmin 4 opens, you can see the server. So just click on the server here. Right now there is no connection, so we are going to create one. Just right click here and then click on register, and then click on server here, and then just give the name of your server. I'm going to just write local host here, and then click on the connection tab, and then give the address for your PostgreSQL server. Right now our PostgreSQL server is running locally on our Ubuntu operating system, so you can either give local host here, or you can just write this IP address, which is 127.0.0.1 here. The maintenance DB is Postgre, so just leave it as default. The username is Postgre, leave it as default also. Now in the password section, by default Postgre doesn't have any password. So let me try with the blank password and see if I'm able to connect. Otherwise, I'm going to create a password for this Postgre user. So I'm going to leave this password field as blank. Let me click on save password also, and then click on save here. If our connection is successful, then it's going to give us the connection. But right now it says unable to connect to the server, and it says no password supplied. So we need to create a password for our Postgre user. So let's create some password. So I'm going to go to my terminal. Let me open the new terminal here. So here, first of all, I'm going to switch to the Postgre user using this command, which is sudo space -i space -u space Postgre, and then provide your Ubuntu's password, which you use to log into your Ubuntu operating system, and then give the PSQL command. Once you are inside your PSQL prompt, you can give this command, which is \password, and then the user for which you want to give the password, right? So the user which we want here is the Postgre user. So you can see username is equal to Postgre. So just use this user. So after \password, just write Postgre and then press enter, and then give any password here. So let me provide the very simple password here, and then press enter, and then enter that password once again, and then press enter once again, and the password is set now, right? And now let's go to the pgAdmin tool and let's try that password once again. So I'm going to provide that password and then click on save, and this time I'm connected to my PostgreSQL server using pgAdmin tool, right? Here you can see I'm connected to the local host server, and then I can go to the databases. You can see we have created this my database using the command line, and inside this we will see the schemas. Under schemas you will see the tables, and then we have created one table which was called employees, right? I can right click on this table and then I can select view, and then I'm going to select all rows, which is going to run the select query, which is select asterisk from employees order by ID ascending, and you can see we are seeing the row which we have inserted using the command line, right? So this is how you can connect to your PostgreSQL server using pgAdmin tool. This pgAdmin tool is also going to show you many other things about your PostgreSQL server. For example, you can see the statistics window here. You can see the properties window, and then you can also see the dashboard. So you can see how many sessions are there and other important statistics like transactions and block IO tuples and other things you can see. So this is how you can install and set up PostgreSQL on your Ubuntu operating system and use pgAdmin tool to connect to your PostgreSQL server. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video.